It's some time!
What if there were no ants?
Don't worry, I will grow legs and act like an ant.
Oh, some. Firstly, there are trillions of ants worldwide. With no ants, world would definitely get a little bit more lonely. Secondly, if there are no ants, anteater might also go extinct soon. Thirdly, ants are considered to be natural termite controllers. With no ants, uncontrolled termite population might wreak havoc all around. Fourthly, ants are great scavengers. With no ants, decomposition of dead organisms might take much longer than usual. Fifthly, ants are known to increase the fertility of soil. With no ants, crop production might come down a notch. Also, there are more than 10,000 species of ants. With no ants, the world food chain might just completely collapse. Lastly, lizards and spiders love to eat ants. With no ants, they might need to change their eating habits. What if all animals disappeared?
Then I will also disappear. No, wait, I am confused.
Oh, some. Firstly, planet Earth is inhabited by billions of mammals and birds, trillions of insects and fishes. It would be impossible to imagine what Earth would look like if all animals disappeared. Secondly, more than 90% of the human population consumes meat. If all animals disappeared, they would have no choice but to turn vegetarian. Thirdly, livestock industry, meat industry, zoos, national parks employ millions of people. If all animals disappeared, they will have to look for new jobs. Fourthly, millions of people around the world own a pet. If all animals disappeared, pet owners would need to nurse their broken hearts. Lastly, animals as well as humans have evolved over billions of years and have become part of a delicate food chain. If all animals disappeared, the entire food chain will collapse. What if there were no sharks?
No need of sharks. I am there to scare everybody.
Oh, some. Firstly, the makers of shark movies will have to search for a new villain. Secondly, sharks have been around for more than 400 million years. With no sharks, the natural food chain in the oceans might just completely collapse. Thirdly, with no sharks around to eat those fishes which eat algae-eating fishes, there will be a drastic decrease in algae-eating fishes. This will lead to an exponential increase in the amount of algae. This algae will cover the coral reefs, not allowing it to photosynthesize. This loss of habitat will lead to mass extinction. Fourthly, sea creatures which depend on sharks' nitrogen-rich poo for nourishment will suffer. On the flip side, surfers as well as people with galleophobia, as in fear of sharks, will be one happy lot. What if all bats disappeared?
Then I will wear my special bat costume and surprise everybody.
Oh, some. Firstly, bats consume millions of insects. These insects are known to damage crops as well as spread diseases in human beings. Secondly, bats are important pollinators of fruits such as mangoes, papayas, and bananas. With no bats around, fruit lovers would face tough times. Thirdly, a research suggests that bats maintain more than 50% of the world's old rainforest. With no bats, time to say goodbye to world's forest cover. Fourthly, bats are important pollinators of cacti. Cacti play a crucial role in supporting life in deserts. With no bats, deserts will be a much tougher place to survive in. Lastly, with all bats disappearing, producers of Batman movies will find it difficult to find a new name as well as a new mascot. What if all spiders disappeared?
Then what will happen to Spider-Man? I will miss him.
Oh, some. Firstly, people with arachnophobia, as in fear of spiders, will be one happy lot. Secondly, museums will open up, showcasing the strength as well as the engineering marvel of a spider web. Thirdly, spiders are ferocious predators of pests. Without any spiders, these pests will eat away our crops. Humanity will probably face a famine-like situation. Fourthly, spiders' venom as well as spiders' web are believed to have a number of medicinal properties. With no spiders, medical fraternity will definitely suffer a big loss. Fifthly, Spider-Man will probably lose his superpowers. Superheroes will be in for a shock. Lastly, with no more spiders, directors of scary Hollywood movies may run out of new ideas to scare people. What if all snakes disappeared?
Then I will become a snake and scare everybody.
Oh, some. Firstly, snakes primarily snack on mice or rats. With all snakes gone, mice or rats will have a gala time. Musophobia, as in fear of mice or rats, might set in. Secondly, venom from snakes plays a very important role in the development of medicines. They've been used in the treatment of heart attacks as well as blood disorders. With no more snakes, medical research might suffer a lot. Thirdly, animals like mongoose, eagles, and hawks will really miss snakes. This is because they are known to kill and eat them. Fourthly, many iconic Hollywood films like Anaconda, Harry Potter series, etc. have snakes playing important roles. With no snakes, Hollywood scriptwriters might face tough times. Lastly, people with ophidiophobia, as in fear of snakes, will have nothing to worry about anymore. What if all the wasps disappeared?
Then I will remove their invisibility cloaks.
Oh, some. Disappearance of wasps would be a disaster in the making. Firstly, this would be a big loss for medical research as wasps' venom is believed to kill cancerous cells. Secondly, farmers will have a really hard time, as wasps, also known as nature's pest controllers, protect plants and crops by feeding on spiders, flies, millipedes, etc. Thirdly, there will be insects everywhere as wasps are believed to eat at least 14 million kilograms of insects each year in the UK. Fourthly, it will be great loss for the creative world, as wasps are considered to be exquisite engineers of their nests. Lastly, we would definitely have to say our final goodbyes to a number of beautiful flowers, as wasps are considered to be crucial pollinators. What if all cats suddenly disappeared?
Then I will bring them back using my some magic wand.
Wow, some. It is estimated that there are about 600 million cats in the world. Now, if they were to suddenly disappear, firstly, hearts of millions and millions of people who love cats will surely be broken. Secondly, rats and birds will definitely throw an after party. Significant numbers of rats as well as birds fall prey to cats each year. It is estimated that cats kill about 3.7 billion birds annually in US. Now, in the absence of cats, there will be a significant jump in the population of rats and birds. It is difficult to estimate the effect this will have on the food chain as well as on the ecological balance of nature. Lastly, Tom will be dearly missed by Jerry. What if all insects disappeared?
No worries, I have their photographs.
You might think insects are inconsequential, but the reality is, without them, there probably would be no life on Earth. The first life to get affected would be plant life. Most plants in the world are angiosperms, that is, flowering plants. Without insects pollinating them, plant life would gradually disappear. Gradually, birds and mammals feeding on plants would also disappear. Further, insects are food for many birds, frogs, reptiles, etc. Without insects, they would also start dying. Then, animals eating those animals would also start dying. This would ultimately lead to a domino effect, finally wiping out the top of the food chain, that is, human beings. Also, don't be surprised if you suddenly see a lot of dead things everywhere. This is because insects are decomposers. Without insects, decomposition process would take much longer.